Hello everyone. Welcome to Music and Art 7, Quarter 1, Week 5 to 7. So the lesson focus for this presentation is about film and theater. This is your teacher Zachara. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The content standard for this lesson, the learners demonstrate understanding of the contemporary and emerging popular music and arts of the Philippines and selected Southeast Asian countries and their cultural influences, including the subjects, themes, concepts, mediums, processes, techniques, and or practices. The performance standard, the learners create works based on relevant concepts, processes, techniques, and/or practices used in selected representative contemporary and emerging works of the Philippines and selected Southeast Asian countries in the production of their creative works. For the learning competencies and objectives, the learners produce creative works about contemporary and emerging popular performing and visual arts of the Philippines and selected Southeast Asian countries using relevant concepts, processes, techniques, and/or practices. Explain the artistic choices they made in their creative works, linking them to the techniques and concepts observed in the studied arts. Apply relevant concepts, processes, and techniques to create original creative works inspired by these arts. Produce creative works inspired by these arts using relevant techniques. Participate actively in the culminating activity inspired by contemporary performing and visual arts. So let's have a short review. So these are the national artists of Southeast Asian countries. Yes, you are correct. These photos are the photos or the images of the different national artists from different countries of Southeast Asia. So let's start with Han Sai-por. Han Sai-por is widely known as one of Asia's leading sculptors. Is well known for her sculptures carved in stone, bringing to life figurative forms and organic shapes to hefty granite blocks. So she is best known for using stones such as granite, marble for her materials. And that is Han Sai-por from Singapore. The next one, Li Wen. Li Wen was best known for his Yellow Man performances, which involved him painting himself with bright yellow poster paint to express exaggerated imagery of ethnic identity as a Singaporean citizen. So most of his themes, cultural stereotypes. Henry Dono. Henry Dono is a Yogyakarta-based artist, was the first Indonesian to break into the international art scene during the early 1990s. He's a contemporary Indonesian artist known for his inventive melange of traditional folk art with contemporary imagery. Most of his concepts, wild deformations, and freestyle fantasies. Another one from Indonesia, Nyoman Masriadi. Masriadi's work frequently depicts Indonesian history through his eyes, evoking a distinct spirit of rebellion. Theme: socio-political life. And of course, we have one from the Philippines, Pasita Abad. Pasita Abad is renowned for her quilting technique, trapunto, which is unique to her works. This method involves stuffing and stitching her painted canvas to create a captivating three-dimensional impression. Trapunto is a quilting technique that involves thicker batting in a quilted design to raise it higher than the quilted background. And another one from the Philippines, Ben Cab. Benedicto Reyes Cabrera, or Ben Cab as he is more popularly known, is widely hailed as a master of contemporary Philippine art, a Filipino painter who was conferred a National Artist of the Philippines for Visual Arts in 2006. He has been noted as arguably the best-selling painter of his generation of Filipino artists. So, for our first activity today, activity one, Bencab's famous works. So, as you can see, there is a photo that is an artwork of Bencab, one of his artworks. So the learners will describe its characteristics and express their thoughts about the message of the artwork, Sabel, the one that you can see right now on screen or in the screen. So the different characteristics of art, if you can remember, these are the subject, concept, processes, theme, medium, and techniques. So you can write your answers on your quiz notebook, or you may discuss it with your seatmates. So that would depend on your teacher. What is the film all about? Correct. Number two, how does it relate to the country's culture? And number three, who are the people who play a role in the various stages of this film's production? All right, some of you answered correctly, and some of you are still confused. So later on in this lesson, we will learn who are the people who play a role in a film's production. So let's have another activity. Let's play Arrange Me. Organize letters to create terms associated with the process of making a film. So the provided definition gives hints for each term. Number one, the individual who or the person responsible for guiding and overseeing the creative aspects of a film's production, including directing actors, visuals, and overall storytelling. Number two, the individual who writes the screenplay, which serves as the foundation for the film story, dialogue, and structure. Number three, a performer who portrays characters in a film, bringing them to life through their acting skills and interpretations. Number four, clothing and accessories are worn by actors to represent their characters, identities, and styles within the film. Number five, about the practical and technological aspects of filmmaking, including equipment, camera work, and production design. Number six, cosmetics applied to actors to enhance appearances, create characters, or achieve specific visual effects. Number seven, a person who designs and coordinates the dance and movement sequences in a film, ensuring artistic and rhythmic coordination. Number eight, the auditory elements of a film, including dialogue, music, sound effects, and ambient noise. Number nine, practice sessions where actors and crew prepare for filming, refining performances, and testing technical aspects. And number 10, the strategic use of illumination to achieve desired visual effects and set the mood for scenes in a film. So let us now discuss or let's talk about the roles in the film production. Producer, responsible for overseeing the entire film project, secures financing, manages budgets, and ensures the project stays on schedule, may be involved in script development, casting, and hiring key personnel. Director shapes the creative vision of the film, guides actors' performances and overall storytelling, makes decisions about shot composition, camera angles, and scene pacing. Screenwriter develops the script, which serves as the foundation of the film, writes dialogue, characters, and narrative structure, collaborates with the director and producers to refine the story. Production designer, responsible for the visual look and feel of the film, design sets, props, and overall aesthetics to match the script and director's vision. Art director works closely with the production designer, manages the art department, ensuring sets and props align with the film's visual style. Costume designer designs and selects costumes to define characters and the film's time and place, collaborates with the director to establish character identities through clothing. Cinematographer, in charge of capturing the elements of visual films, decide on camera angles, lighting, and shot composition, works closely with the director to achieve the desired visual style. Editor assembles and edits footage to create the final film, collaborates with the director to shape the story and pacing, works with sound and visual effects teams to achieve the desired result. Actors bring characters to life through their performances, interpret and portray characters based on the script and director's guidance, collaborate with other actors to create believable interactions, and the music supervisor selects and licenses music for the film, works with the director and editor to enhance the emotional impact of scenes through music, collaborates with composers if original music is needed. So these are the roles in the film production in one photo or in one image. Thanks to the people who have roles in the film production, they are able to produce quality films. But of course, in making a film or in a film production, there are different stages that they have to go through. And that will be the next topic. Stages of film production. So there are three stages of film production. One is the pre-production, two, production, and three, post-production. In the pre-production, it includes casting, production design, planning, budgeting, scheduling, actor preparation. Casting is the process of selecting actors for the film's roles. Production design, creating the visual style and aesthetics of the film, including sets and props. Planning is the initial stage where the script is developed and production logistics are arranged. Budgeting, estimating and allocating funds for the entire film production. Scheduling, determining the timeline and order of production activities. And actor preparation. The actors work in getting ready for their roles, including character development and script analysis. The second stage is the production. Filming, the actual recording of scenes and footage. Directing, overseeing the cast and crew, ensuring the creative vision is realized. Blocking, planning and coordinating actors' movements within scenes. Lighting, setting up and managing the illumination of scenes. And sound recording, capturing high quality audio on a set. And the third stage is post-production, editing, assembling and arranging the recorded footage to create the final film, sequencing, deciding the order in which scenes are placed in the film, adjusting color and sound, enhancing and fine-tuning the visual and auditory aspects of the film, visual effects, adding computer-generated or practical effects to scenes, sound effects, creating and incorporating various audio elements to enhance the soundtrack, rehearsals, practice sessions before filming, typically for actors to refine their performances, and finalization, completing the finishing touches on the film before it's ready for distribution. And let's have a quick recap. Your teacher will give the summary of the discussed topics and will ask you questions such as number one, what are the three stages of film production? Number two, define the role of the director in film production. And number three, compare the role of the film's director and producer. In the next slides, I will be showing you video clips. So in the next slide, I'll be showing you video clips about a Thai film or a film from Thailand and a theatrical play from the Philippines. So the title of the Thailand film is Bad Genius, and the theatrical play from the Philippines is Dulaang UP's Ang Bagong Kristo. Group activity. Group yourselves according to the dialect you speak. Example, Kamayo, Bisaya, Ilonggo, Tagalog, English, Maguindanaon, Tausug, etc. Compare and contrast your observations between the Bad Genius movie and Dulaang UP's Ang Bagong Kristo in a Venn diagram or using a Venn diagram. You may use verb or adjective words to describe or to express your observations. Feel free to write using your own dialect, provided that you are able to translate it into Filipino or Tagalog or English during the presentation. So here is an example of the Venn diagram of the Team Tagalog. So they said that sa Bad Genius, naobserbahan nila na ang karakter ay kinakabahan. Sa ang Bagong Kristo naman, naobserbahan nila na ang setting or ang lugar o ang stage ay madilim. Ngunit magkaparehas, no? Na ang Bad Genius at ang Bagong Kristo ay maganda. And so you can continue answering it. You can also answer it in Bisaya if you are Team Bisaya. Hadlok, nindot, ngit-ngit. And if you are Ilonggo, you may also write it in Ilonggo or you can write it in Kamayo or in Mandaya. We are now going to discuss the basic elements of theater. So before we start, we will have an activity. Choose the photos which you think are part of theater. So here are the images. So you can just choose or point it out. If which do you think are the images that it belongs to theater? Correct. Some of your answers are correct. So Let's go to the next slide. Here are some examples of the images that actually belong to theater. And later on, we will know the basic elements of theater. First, we have audience, the group of viewers or listeners of a work or production. Then there's story, a narrative or accounts of events, real or imaginary, that follows a sequence of actions involving characters and situations. It can be simple, complex, it can be funny, it can be tragic, or ironic. Another element, setting, the place, space, and time that the story happens in. So it could be in the present, from the past, or maybe in the future, rural, urban, indoors, or outdoors. The next element, performers, the people and creatures telling the story. So it can be human, animal, real, imaginary, protagonist, or antagonist. Dialogue, the words spoken by the performers, which can be scripted or improvised. It could be excited, calm, angry, sad, happy, worried, and design, the visual elements of the production, about the sets, about the props, the lights, the sound design, direction, and costumes. So those are the basic elements of theater. Processing questions. Number one, what are some key similarities and differences in the way actors perform in film versus theater? How does the audience experience these performances differently in each medium? Number two, consider the role of the audience in both film and theater. How does the presence of a live audience in theater impact the performance and the actors' interactions? How does the absence of a live audience in the film affect the storytelling and the actors' performances? Number three, how do films and theater productions reflect and sometimes challenge cultural norms, values, and societal perspectives? Well done, everyone. See you in our next lesson. We will be talking about Laban movements. This is your teacher, Zakura. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Here are the references for this presentation of this lesson. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.